Josh, well done. Another good Friday for you. Good start to the weekend here in your home country.
Yeah, it's been a good day. We topped the timesheets in practice, and we've done it again in qualifying, so it makes 2 pole positions in the Euro Challenge so far this year.
Speed hasn't been a problem for you this year, though. It's been in the wrong place at the wrong time a couple of times.
Yeah, we've had a few issues in the finals, especially the pre-finals, but we've done well in all the heats, but it's always in the finals where we've been more charging from the back to the front.
Yeah, the winter race in Spain, you had the pre-final, somebody shoved you off after going great guns in the heats, and more or less the same thing happened in Belgium, didn't it, in the first hairpin?
Yeah, we went out on the first corner from leading it in pole, but it happens, so
and then
part of it.
But then you had a good charge through.
Yeah, we got back up we went from last to 15th, and then through the second final we got caught in the middle of the pack, so it was a little bit more of a fight. So we struggled, but we've done well out of a bad situation, I think.
Yeah, and nobody's been that consistent in the championship so far. 1 or 2, but yeah, actually still not that far away. If you could have a good weekend here, you'd be still very much in the fight for the championship. Yeah,
still plausible. We can still theoretically win the championship. It's more we need to stay consistent now and hope on everyone else has a bad one. How
many times have you raced here in the past, and is it somewhere you've gone well before?
Yeah, somewhere where we normally go well at, and it's more of our local track, so we more frequently come here compared to every other track in the UK.
I said to want to see the other British drivers though. You might know the circuit, but you probably haven't known it to be this hot. So have you got a setup to work to?
Yeah, we've developed it over the 3 days that we've had. And it's a bit different to what we normally use because of the heat and the rubber going down. But yeah, I think we've nailed it as shown in qualifying, but I think we can just progress in the heats.
It's a busy period during the summer because, for example, this weekend you come 3 or 4 days before the race, you're practicing, testing and so on, and I guess most weekends you're out racing either abroad or in the UK.
Yeah, we have the Europeans, which obviously here exist 4 rounds, and then we also have the British, which have 6 rounds, and normally they're on weekends after each other, so they kind of clash, and then along with it comes the testing for the 2 series. So yeah, we're out pretty much every weekend.
And in this Euro Challenge, the level seems to be really high. I mean, in each class there are 8, 9, 10 drivers. You say at the start of the weekend they could win this weekend.
Yeah, so as proven in qualifying, it was really close. I think second to us was 2,000 for the second away, and then the next one back in third was 3,000. So it's close. It's going to be a close race, and it's not a big gap at all.
And just talk to us about qualifying, because you have 15-minute sessions, but nobody's going out for the first 7 or 8 minutes. Is that because there's only a limited number of laps you can really get out of the tyres?
Yeah, we've been finding that we have a 2-lap window from as we go out on the track. So everyone keeps going towards the end to get the rubber down and make sure they have a good lap.
But that's got to be tricky because you've then potentially got, if you make a mistake or if you've got traffic, you could lose a lap really easily.
Yeah, it's risky, but I think we've pulled it off, and so has everyone else.
Right, so in confident mood, looking forward to what should be a great weekend here.
Yeah, thank you.